it's just amazing to see like a community of people coming straight in and everyone just gels immediately, and that's a reflection of the type of people that we bring in here. It's just everyone's like-minded, everyone's friendly, everyone's in the same kind of mindset. So just thank you for everyone being here, thank you for being yourselves. Like, coaching is my life, pretty much. Like, I literally live it, because it is a job where it's not a job, it's a lifestyle. 24/7, you're constantly on it, and you guys are literally my life. There's no other way to go around it. So just in general, just thank you so much for everyone being yourself and making my job like what it is. It's amazing. You do wear me out though, but it's, you know, still, that's why I'm on holiday this week. But that's that. We've got a few things to go over. So Romana will be in the corner doing blood work. I'm going to talk to specific people of who needs to do blood work, but in general, everyone anyway should be hydrating. So if I do say like we need to really do bloods, then you're already ready for that, because if you're dehydrated, it's going to influence your EGRF, EFGR, other way around, your kidney scores through dehydration. The general guidelines for blood work is going to be that you do it fasted. Reason for that is because generally we're going to have some kind of fat interaction which is going to impact your lipid profile, but not to worry about that. That's generally not an issue too much. The only thing we do generally see is Medichecks. When you do that, their results seem to be very skewed. We've really gone off Medichecks a little bit, haven't we? Come. Speak up.
So we
have So today we have Eval with us. We do have Eval with us.
Dave Crossland's company, FYI.
Yeah, so we do have Eval with us, but generally I'm not sponsored in any way by the Blood Lab or Eval, so I'm kind of in neutral territory here. We're going to use whatever offers to use. So today we're using Eval because Dave offered. So again, Blood Lab, like Eval, is comprehensive. It's advice coming from people that have done bodybuilding. It's not advice that's come from a Gen Pop doctor, and I think that's the main thing. So Chris from the Blood Lab is fantastic. Personally, I have his number personally. If I get in any trouble, he's that personable. But Eval as well, another fantastic service that give comprehensive feedback based on your blood work. Not the shitty little paragraph you get at the start of Medichecks, but on each blood result, they will give a write down of what's going on.
If you want to see, I've got an example of one of my friends who's recently had her blood work done and got the it's literally pages. Every marker that's off, there's an explanation as to why, and then they talk you through what to do to rectify it, and then you can also arrange a consult call with Dave himself for any further information that you want.
Yeah, and then likewise as well, as if you do sign up to the members area, which in Full Bore Sports, I fully do back it, because you get 30 days free shit, why wouldn't you? With that, you get...
Yeah, so it's probably the most holistic membership site in the industry at the moment. And what we've done, we've gone back to basics with absolutely everything. The idea is that it encapsulates the full educational journey for somebody who has never stepped in a gym before. So there's, you can find out how to do a bench press in there, through to warming up, through to the blood work. So we are partnered with the Blood Lab, where our shop is in Manchester and the gym. The clinic is literally upstairs. We sort of started the business together, so we've got all educational videos in our membership area. It starts with the absolute basics of what is the liver, and the idea is that we go basic, intermediate, advanced. So for people
I think that's a real major thing actually, because in so much of bodybuilding we skip right to the
science and the tech,
we don't,
and it blinds people. It really does.
You could ask a coach, and a lot of us are anabolic steroid users here. You could ask a coach to tell you the simplest thing of how does a steroid work in the body, and I bet 80% of them actually don't know, yet they're there to prescribe it. So this kind of thing, this kind of information is actually very golden.
Yeah.
In that way.
And it allows, so like I said, we've started from the actual bare basics. What is a blood sample? How do you get a blood sample? This is what it looks like. And we're building it out from there. And then we've got posing in there as well. Again, a lot of people don't have the funds for everything. Bodybuilding is a massively expensive sport. So what we've done, we've created tutorials, education around posing for each of the classes, showing you how to present your physique in the best possible way, with the mandatories, compulsory, stage etiquette, presence. And again, we're going to build it out from there. Now, certainly with posing, you know, that is not the answer to your end result with just those tutorials. We're not saying that don't get a posing coach. We're saying if you haven't got the money to spend on a posing coach, then this is a great place to start, because it will give you what you need, as well as a level of expectation.
I think
go and step on the
I
stage.
think the reason why I push a lot of you guys to go on and have a look at that free site is more so because when I'm working through posing with you, I don't need to go down to the basics. I can go right to the adjustments.
It's the head
It's
start,
to get
isn't it?
you a
It's the
head
head
start.
start, yeah.
Luckily from me, you'll get free posing advice, which is nice. But if any of you are competing, you have someone local to you, because I'm probably miles away, it would be very, very handy to have someone there once a week run you through some rounds and whatnot. But if they are doing that from the outgo, say you're very early on to your bodybuilding journey and you're just learning how to pose, I think you could save a lot of money, weeks and months in advance by doing that first, then having someone on top to adjust.
And that's it. The plan for the posing vault overall is to then get involved trusted experienced posing coaches across the UK that you can get in touch with and you can go to that are local to you, and they will be vetted by our business, and it will be at a fair price and it will be at a better rate because you're part of our community. We've got obviously the supplementation, so we'll break down all supplementations for you as well, from a basic level through to an advanced level. And then we're covering tanning, how to look after your skin. We're even going to do everything that's how do you pump up backstage, what you should use, everything like that. And then we are engaging with a leading psychiatrist at the moment to
Robbie,
create
right
a mental
now, you're not important at all.
No, the dogs win. Mate, the dogs win. The dogs win.
Really?
I kind of want to see the wins.
I'll leave you to it.
Sorry.
I love
Yeah,
when
so-
Manu comes, but the dog I actually called doesn't. She's just like, play with me.
Yeah, this is only going to get better. You know, like I said, the idea is that we capture the full educational journey from somebody who's just started through to somebody who is advanced. So the next 12 months will be, you know, spent creating, you know, the base knowledge there for everybody, and we'll build it out from there. So, you know, if you want to check it out, like I said, it's 30 days free trial. Just scan the barcode, QR code, sign up. The supplementation offer within itself is worth the $8.99 because there's extra discounts in there for you, there's extra samples in there, there's all sorts going on, but just have a look at it.
You mentioned as well the vlogs. So I think what would be interesting for a lot of you guys to see is the
athlete
difference,
vlogs, yeah.
not just to follow guys you follow on Instagram, but to see the difference in what one person's setup would look like depending on the phase they're in the journey and the class category compared to another, because I think you'd be shocked. I think you're going to see, you'd think a heavyweight bodybuilder compared to a men's physique guy, you'd think there'd be drastic differences in a lot of stuff, and there really isn't.
So we've got 18 athletes that are based predominantly in the UK, but we've got a few in Dubai now. There's a lot of super heavyweight guys in there, but there's a lot of, you know, females in there as well, and it's an opportunity for you all to interact with them, you know, go and ask them questions, and, you know, you can look at, you know, what Dan's setup is right now, because he will create a blog and a vlog in there, and you just go on and ask him any questions about his current setup. But you can ask any of the athletes, some IFBB, some PCA pros in there as well, but the team, for me, what I see, they are the future of bodybuilding, IFBB and PCA pros.
Right.
There's a lot of experience in there, people like Josh McHale.
Yeah, I
He's a
mean,
renowned prep coach, isn't he?
well, for females especially as well.
Especially, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I think, like, even myself, I'm on there, I'm doing my own blog, but I'm on there to follow guys that I'm currently I'm going to be on stage with them, and that's Johnny Mack, Greg, and Reese. If there's an overall, you know, he might have a different weight category, but we will. So seeing their setup compared to mine definitely does give me a little bit of well, you know, this is what he's doing, this is what I'm doing. Fair enough, we're all in our own lane, but it's nice to see somebody who else is in my similar position, maybe a couple of years ahead of me in certain aspects, just for experience.
And there's always an opportunity to learn when you're
So
interacting
even
with these
myself,
people,
even myself, I'll be learning from that as well.
Yeah.
Right, we're going to go through some posing, so I'm using Nat as a test dummy. So really, Nat is very, very good at posing. He's got a really good baseline, so I'll be adjusting stuff. But I'm going to be saying stuff that he already knows, but you're here, so then you get the mental cues and stuff of what he's going through. So Nat you will be 7 weeks out today, won't you? Today, from PCA Welsh. Then we'll be going on to the British, that'll be 4 weeks. Huh? So that'll be 4 weeks after, wouldn't it? Cool. Right. Get your clothes off, lad. This is a good opportunity to actually, for me to have a look at Nat in person. I saw him the other day post-workout, but never without a pump. So have you hydrated or not?
About 2 litres, 2.5.
It's fine.
That was my knees.
Oh, nice.
I done density yesterday.
Oh, okay. Now we're ready. Okay, so let's go. Let's do it. Okay, front relaxed. Okay, so you're gonna have to hold on this, mate. I'm sorry. So immediately, what we're working with when we're going from front relax is going from the floor up. So it's like a building. Foundations first, make it stable, and the rest will take care of itself. What a lot of guys will miss out. You can relax a little bit, mate. I'll get you back in the pose when I need you to. What a lot of guys will miss out when it comes to posing their legs, they'll flex so hard, and what that does, it will eventually, you'll diminish on stage. Your lines will get thinner, you'll be less detailed because you're just wearing them out. There's a little kind of cue you can use, and this is Mila Sarchev trick, is literally with your feet across the floor, what it's going to do is going to spread the floor. And you spread the floor, you almost adduct as if you're splitting the floor up, and that's going to bring everything up from the hip flexor down with limited energy expenditure at all, so you can actually keep your legs pretty detailed the whole duration of the time you're on stage. So let's go. Awesome. So legs are in, sorted. With Nat, he prefers like a semi-vacuum. He can pull in tighter if he wants to, but for him, this is what we think is best for his pose. So again, it's individual. For me, I can't pull a vacuum, so I don't try to. It doesn't look right on my physique, so I wouldn't hold it like that, nor would somebody else. You've got to tailor the way you pose according to your physique and your strengths. So what we're doing with the shoulders here is, I think a lot of guys, again, are guilty of holding their arms too far up. With him, our cue is just glue your arms to your lats. So it's very, very important to get this lat width down here to create that X-frame driving down, make your waist look even smaller. Now, a cue that we actually adjusted just the other day when Nat was at the hip, he's actually, when he gets into the shot there, he's actually tilting the hip back slightly. If you've ever been through it, it's fucking hard. Like Chris, last year, what did we get up to with you with rounds?
Oh man, it was like 4 rounds, I think it was like 30-ish seconds.
30-ish seconds. If you can hold that in your, if you can hold that on stage, you're going to be flawless. Not a sweat drops. You're going to be just like a statue, and that's what the judges look for. They will try it, and they will try and test that. They'll just hold you there. They will literally just hold you there to see who breaks first. Most of the time, I don't know, it depends on the federation, the panel is going to be down there. So they're going to be looking up at the physique. So we need to adjust to that and just hip slightly. There we go. From our positioning, it won't be much of a difference, but from theirs, there's so much more that they can now see. They would not be able to see this front delt coming into the physique, because they can't get over there, the eyes can't get over there. Last thing for this is, what do we do with our glutes? I mean, does anyone watch here Fuad's channel, Bodybuilding Bollocks? Yeah. Oftentimes they'll rinse Ian on whether he's popping his glutes or if he's contracting them in. Now we have a bit of a balance here, because when we are contracting them in totally, we contract them in totally. What we do here, we lose our adductors a little bit. It's hard to say that on that because he's fucking huge. But we lose our adductors a bit, then pop your glutes out. There, and now we've just filled out that adductor ridge, totally. So what one do we choose? What you can do is, you can flex back on the hamstrings, glutes are in, get into your shot, there, then you can pop at the hip back. So it just takes a little hip tilt back a little bit whilst you're keeping that full contraction on. And that'll be the midline between that fully pop to that fully contraction, and you can still get the glute striations in. So a perfect example who can do this effortlessly, and it's due to his, I guess, mind muscle connection, is Lucas Osterdill. If you've seen him, the glute guy. He's impeccable mind muscle connection. He plays with his glutes on stage with Ripple and all sorts. And he's learned things about his physique that we didn't even know existed when he gets into condition. So you've got to adapt. Your posing, that's why posing coaching is such a valuable tool. We can learn from the simple stuff what Rob's talking about in the members area with Mike and Lisa, who does it?
Yeah.
Mike and Lisa. That gets you your baseline, but technical tweaks that are individual requires a posing coach, really. Okay, we're good? You need water?
No, I'm good.
You good? Okay, quarter. Okay, pretty happy. Okay, face the front relaxed. Okay, so there are your quarter turns. So we're going to go through a full round here without stopping him so he can go through the transitions. No pressure, mate. Quarter turn to the right. So what we're going to do, I'm going to take a few clients at the individual posing, and I'm going to clear up a few things and just tweak certain bits. Easier to do when you're leaner and closer towards the show, but I still want to go through people in the off season if they should want it, just to help with their checking pictures and kind of, give little tips here and there where we can adjust you where you are. But again, if you get into prep, what I'm telling you now can change over time. Detail comes in, you're going to start to change little things about your physique, like as your serratus starts to come in, you might see that it's better if I just crunch down a little bit, show off that detail, because it's quite prominent, set yourself apart. So we'll do that, go through posing. Romana's going to go through blood work. I need to check my list of people I made that I would recommend getting some mid-cycle bloods or end-of-cycle bloods or anything like that. Again, if you are mid-cycle and I ask you, it's not through me forgetting that you're at the end of the cruise phase or anything. No, blood work should be, regardless of whether you're on cycle or off cycle, it should be periodically, maybe every 15 weeks or so, or as so we see fit. Just doing blood work at the end of, say, a cruise phase in which you're in lower dosages is not a clear, reflection of where your health is. Right, great, we did an 8 to 10 week clear out of your PEDs. What does that mean? That's 8 to 12 weeks. You've probably only had your blood work in reference ranges for like 2 weeks, and now we're going to go last year again. That's not a good thing. Not at all. That's why mid-cycle bloods is a way of you knowing your body in every scenario under what hormonal environment it's in. Don't dig your heads in the sand, get it done, because again, a healthy body is going to grow so much more efficient than one that's toxic. We're towards the end of a very, very busy day. I think we counted about, I don't know how many people, about 20.
Yeah.
20, which is a bloody good turnout to be fair, because we're quite isolated here in the southwest. So first and foremost, thank you to Joe, owner of Body Words Gym, for allowing us to host it today on Sunday. Thank you so much, mate, obviously.
Right.
And thank you to Mana, representing Eval, doing bloodlets and
Tests.
tests.
Blood tests.
Yep, so just keeping everyone really on track with that. And thank you also, Robbie's gone now, but thank you Robbie Fullbore for coming down and just representing Fullbore as he does fantastically, showing off some clothing, some supplements, and just giving some advices where he can and whatnot. And yeah, most importantly, just all my clients just watching this, thank you so much for the day. As I said at the start here, like, it's a culmination of almost a snippet of what I've built so far, but it's so worth it just to see like the result of doing this and building a community. It was instant in terms of when everyone came in and everyone immediately gelled, and that is a reflection of the type of people that we want on this coaching team. We're all like-minded individuals. There wasn't one person who didn't feel like they couldn't speak to another, and I think that is a big telltale sign of what we try and put out there as Team DD. As I say, fantastic day. Social battery is done. I'm going to ask Alex to stop filming in a sec because I'm running out of words, but to the next one, I've already got a location kind of in mind for where we're doing the next one, but I can't release that now because it's not fully confirmed, but we'll get another one in probably in about 4 months or so, just before December, I would say so, and hopefully that'll be more central and accessible to all my other clients to also join along. So thank you for watching, guys, and
Manny's done, you're done.
Manny's done, I'm done, Will.